Have you ever been dismissed not because of what you said, but because of how old you look? Let me tell you a story that stopped me in my tracks. A friend of mine was at Home Depot recently, and he was just picking up a few things in the garden section. Nothing unusual, but he overheard something that didn't sit right with him. There was a younger employee, maybe in his 30s, speaking to an older female cashier. He was speaking to her in a tone that was dismissive, very short, cold, almost like she didn't matter. You know that tone, not outright disrespectful, but enough to make someone feel small. So when my friend got to her register, he could tell that she was quite affected. So he did something simple but very powerful. He looked at her and asked, "How are you doing today?" She smiled. The kind of smile, though, that we give when we're trying to hold it together. Then they started talking. He asked her how long she'd been working at Home Depot. And so she replied, "Oh, I'm just a part timer. I'm retired. I just like to stay busy because I do love gardening." Then he asked a question most people don't bother to ask. "What did you do before?" Her answer? She was an executive at a finance firm. Now let that sink in. The woman who was just spoken to, like she didn't matter, once led teams, made high level decisions, built a career most people spend decades trying to achieve. And now she's just invisible to some people. I'm Maria Nicholson. I'm a certified aging in place specialist. I'm a designer and remodeler. I'm a senior advocate, a wife, mother, and grandmother, and your fellow midlifer. This right here, this is what we call ageism. Not always loud, not always intentional, but very real. Ageism isn't just about discrimination, it's about assumptions that someone is slower, less capable, out of touch, no longer relevant. And the truth, most people don't even realize that they're doing it. But here's what makes this bigger than just one moment at Home Depot. We're living in a time where the population over 50 is growing faster than ever. In fact, according to the World Health Organization, ageism is one of the most widespread, socially accepted forms of bias worldwide. Think about that. One of the most accepted. And if you're over 50 watching this, you probably felt it. Maybe in a conversation, at a store, at work, even within your own family. That moment where you realize people are seeing your age before they even see you. Here's the problem. When we reduce people to their age, we erase their story, their experience, their resilience, their wisdom. We forget that every older adult we see has lived an entire lifetime before this moment. But this conversation isn't about blame, it's about awareness. Because once we see it, we can change it, we can slow it down, we can ask another question, show one more moment of respect, just like my friend did. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a situation like that before where you felt dismissed because of your age? Or maybe you caught yourself doing it to someone else? I want you to think about that because the truth is, aging is not a decline, it's a continuation. And the people we overlook today are the very same people who built the world we're living in. This chapter of your life isn't your slowdown, it's your becoming. Again, I'm Maria Nicholson. This is The Sage for Life, where we grow wiser, live bolder, and define aging on our own terms. Until next time, stay sageful, stay strong, and keep rewriting the rules. Please follow us, subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much.